Yo, what's up guys? It's Movie with Moo Gaming TV, and today we are going to talk about the best settings that you can use for MLB The Show 17. I would consider these the pro player settings, for lack of a better term. If you want to play like a pro player, these would be the settings that you would like to use. So I figured this would be a good tip and tutorial, especially if you're just getting the game, and even if you're not getting the game but you're just wondering what do the best players use, then I can let you know. So the first thing you're going to do is make sure that you hit R1 at the top, go over to the options screen. Once you're here, go ahead and go to user settings, click that. Now we're going to go into gameplay options. I'd suggest putting it on legend for when you practice, but you can set the difficulty to whatever you want. Hitting interface, a lot of people ask, hey, what hitting interface should I use? You know, what are you using is actually more of a question that I get more often, like, what is this, you know, what is this rectangle thing on the screen? Well, you need to use zone hitting with buttons. This flick doesn't matter because we're not using analog hitting. Plate coverage indicator, turn that on. You can also turn it off. I like it on. And then the PCI appearance is wedge. The next best one is maybe rectangle. It's not bad, but definitely I think wedge is the best. Hitting view, strike zone, in play view offense, set that to high. And then these two don't really matter, you know, guest pitch and ball trail. If you're playing online, just kind of set them how you like. It doesn't really matter. Now you can hit L2 and R2. See where it says basic? I'm gonna hit R2. Base running interface, default, sliding decisions, assist, and runner windows on. For pitching, again, the difficulty set to whatever you'd like. Doesn't really matter. Pitching interface, pure analog is really nice. Pitch feedback, keep that on. Pitching view. Now there's two different pitching views you can use that are very effective. Again, strike zone is very effective. And also, one thing I want to explain is why strike zone is so effective for batting. Because you just have so many more pixels to work with, and the pixels that you're working with are bigger. Like, you have a much bigger PCI. The ball has more pixels, so you can move the PCI to the ball like easier. You can track pitches so much better. And that's one of the big advantages, I think, of pitching in strike zone. Excuse me, like, let me get back to pitching. One of the big advantages in pitching in strike zone is you just can see pixel by pixel exactly where you want to place your pitch. But also what's important is you got to use analog pitching. Analog pitching is by far the most accurate. And it's also, in my opinion, by far the most fun. So, not only is it extremely accurate in the best setting, but it is the most fun as well. I like to keep my pitch trail on. That's just a personal thing for me. Some other people use ones with the arrows. I think that might be classic, but I like pitch trail on. Pitch confidence, definitely you want on. Because when the confidence of your pitcher goes down, it's real bad. You need to get somebody in there. Alright, let's move on to fielding. Now you want to put on button accuracy. That's real important, so you can let it go and always get green good throws and not kind of depend on the rating of the card. Whatever you'd like for your road to the show. Throwing interface, It's fine. I got mine on Showtime. Throwing meter is definitely on. Throwing difficulty, now for a lot of the other ones I've said it doesn't matter, but I suggest you put this one to rookie. If you're looking for a challenge, you know, put it on higher, you know, if you're playing the computer or something like that. But you definitely want to put your throwing difficulty on rookie. It's gonna help you out. Fielding decision, assist, throwing decision off, so you make all the throws. In play view defense high is very nice. It gives you more range, I think, in my opinion. So I definitely would go with high. Make sure you turn on your throw canceling. All you have to do is double tap the throw, or constantly tapping the button will cancel your throw. And this is real nice to like fake out runners, or if you get a bad throw or whatever, you can just cancel it. And one button dive jump I don't recommend either. Just make them R1 and R2. R1 will jump and R2 will dive. General, I like to have the strike zone on. Hot zones, pitching preview, you could also leave them on, but I like pitching preview, I guess. Warm-up relievers, I'd honestly say you should turn this to off. I'm going to turn it to off right now to fix mine. Dynamic difficulty updates, you can leave that on progress. If you want tips on, you can leave those on. I'm going to turn mine off, so when I practice, I don't have to worry about them. Post auto game save, I just would leave that on as well. Lots of this stuff I don't even mess with. I just leave them on. So I recommend you do the same. Let's take a look at the advanced pitching stuff. I set this to faster because when I'm playing the computer, I want to get this going as quickly as possible. And this API, you can just leave it to default, or you can turn it on if you want it on the all-star higher difficulties. I think I'm going to turn mine on. I don't really have a problem with it always being on. Catch position indicator, you definitely want this on, and you should keep this probably on auto too, so you get the shifts, especially with bunchies not being available anymore. So yeah, I think that's pretty much all the settings. If you have any questions, just let me know down in the comments below, and I can give you kind of an explanation, I guess, in more depth of why these are important, or you know, just if you have any opinion you'd like to share with me, or a question or anything like that. It doesn't even have to be related to the video. That would be fine. But I hope you guys are having a great day out there. I hope these settings helped you out. If they did, please drop a like on the video if you'd like. Please subscribe to the channel. You would make my day. And have a great day, everybody. Peace.